Hello everybody and welcome back to another video on the Mr. Brickday channel. Now today we're doing a review of the new magazine that's come out this month. It is the new DC Lego magazine that has just come out. This is a pretty cool magazine, to be honest. It comes with the Joker and one of his little rebel bot thing, bobs that he talks about. It's really cool. I'm looking forward to, opening this guy up and seeing what he's all about, including his little bot. I think it'll be cool. I don't have a Joker in my collection, which is a bit strange to say, but I really don't. The back end has obviously got the cutout of the, the mask for Batman, and there'll probably be another mask on the inside, which we'll take a look at in this review, because as you guys know, we don't check out the full magazine, we just kind of skim through in the most important stuff to the back page and stuff. But yeah, we're gonna open this up and yeah, we'll show off the magazine, then show off the minifigs. So yeah. Okay, so as usual, we are going to start off with the magazine. Now, with these magazines, you'll have to excuse when I did the unboxing of the minifig, really annoyingly, I don't know if they just do this in the UK or if they do it all around Europe, but they put sellotape at the top, which always ends up somehow either tearing or peeling off some of the packaging, which is a bit annoying because, if my son wanted to use this mask, he can't use it properly now because the sellotape it's still tacky, it just peeled it off, which is a pain. But I want to say the front of this is pretty awesome. I love the designs, and the posters are going to be really cool as well, which will show off a little bit the posters. But we'll just open this up here. We of course get the usual Ninjago magazine spiel. Every issue comes with an epic minifig, which we do have. And this is the sort of little index that kind of tells you all the different sections you can look at to get to the bits and pieces. It again shows what your toys are. You've got your minifig and you've got his buildable robot, which is really cool. Then if you look on here, you've got a little profile of the Joker here. That his real name's unknown. He's from Gotham City. His job title's unknown. His powers: highly intelligent, odd humour, high tolerance for pain. And his vehicles are the Joker Copter, Joker Mobile, Joker Balloon. His gear is Smilex Happy Gas, Electrical Joy Buzzer, Whoopee Cushion, and a fun fact, writes his own jokes. Had duels with Batman, Robin, Bungo the Clown. So this is a really awesome little thing. Gives you a little bit of description there. He comes with a really awesome, cool, comic that involves the character that you get in this, set as well in this magazine, which is really cool. Both of them. A little colouring bit here, which is pretty cool. More of the comic. They have a couple little breaks in the comic. Then you've got a little description here of the actual top minifig that comes with that, and the robot. And also you get the little instruction bits here that you can assemble your characters using. So it's a really awesome little magazine. Shows us some cool things, more of the stuff there. This is obviously part of the poster. Now this poster is super cool. Batman versus the Joker, good versus evil. Really big fan of this poster. It's a pretty cool one. I don't really put up Lego posters, but if you are a fan of that, then definitely good posters. And you've also got some more of the comic book, which we're not going to read through because we just don't do that on this channel. We just have a little peek through. Got a little bit of the Who Stole the Gold stuff. You've got this here, which of course is the mask, the other side of the mask, so you get a pretty good Joker mask. And then it shows the next minifig we're going to be getting, which is Batgirl, which is really awesome actually, because I don't know if we've had a Batgirl in a long time in a set. So that'll be a pretty good minifig to get a hold of next month. So we'll definitely be picking up this this specific magazine. But this has been a pretty cool magazine. I'm a big fan of it. Definitely pick it up if you like your DC stuff. And I definitely would like to say that we're going to go into the minifigs and the minifig and the robot now to kind of get a gauge on whether or not the minifigs, or sorry, kind of technically minifigs, buildable fig and minifig are worth the price you pay for this, which is around $7.99, I believe. It's actually, the price is at the bottom here. No, $4.99. So you actually pay £5 for this, which is, we'll find out if these minifigs are worth that price. Okay, so we're going to start off with this little buildable robot, which I will say one thing about this robot that I'm already not the biggest fan of is the fact that his feet are a bit too wide to fit on two studs. As you can see, his foot just goes over. If you just was able to push it a bit further in, you'd have him be able to stand on two studs normally like a normal minifig, but you cannot, which is a shame, but it's a little tiny problem I have with him. I think his arms are really cool. I love this little clockwork piece, you know, that you can, you know, turn him in. You know, he's obviously a toy robot with a remote control at the end of the day. I think that the head articulation is really cool. You can actually turn his head. You know, you can obviously move his arms as well. He's pretty nicely built. I love the Joker style ice cream, the green ice cream pieces. They're very cool. I do like that a lot. I think this is actually a really cool buildable little minifig here. Just, you know, a nice little cool thing to add to your collection if you really wanted to build one of these guys. The parts are pretty easy to get a hold of yourself off Bricklink or something, so if you really wanted to, you could just quickly go and grab the actual pieces for this guy. But no, I think he's a pretty cool inclusion, and definitely nice. Just again, probably a bit annoying about that, about the leg situation, but that's not too big a deal. And here we have my first ever Joker minifig in my collection. Now, I know it's weird, I'm a big Lego collector, I've just never been able to collect Joker minifigs. I have wanted to for a while, but I'm obviously a much bigger Marvel fan and Star Wars fan and Ninjago fan than I am DC. I am coming around to DC Lego sets though. For example, the Arkham Asylum was absolutely awesome looking, and it was one of those sets that I was thinking about getting. I inevitably didn't, but still, it's really cool to finally have a Joker minifig within the collection, so you can go with my Batman. I think it's a really nice minifig. I think the face is cool. It is only one side, there's only one print, but I think it's still cool. I love the hairpiece. It is giving, I can't remember his name, but the Michael Keaton Batman films is giving that Joker vibes right now. I love the purple, like sort of not completely dark purple, but a nice sort of light purple. I love the torso details on him as well. And I love the back torso printing as well on his back, on the minifig. It's really cool. He's got his little accessory here, which obviously is like a little controller thing for his robot. But yeah, I think this is actually a fairly good minifig, and definitely an awesome one to add to my collection. So yeah, let's head over to let's head over to the overall thoughts on this magazine. Okay, so my overall thoughts on the magazine, I think is a pretty good one. For $5.99, I don't think it's a bad bagged little magazine to pick up. You get a cool little bot, and you get a pretty awesome little Joker minifig that I haven't really seen that Joker minifig around for a wee while, but maybe he was. I'm like I say, I'm not a big massive DC collector, so I wouldn't know, but I still think it's a really cool minifig. I think also definitely should pick up the next magazine, which is Batgirl. That is the one I'm now looking forward to, so I will definitely be doing a review on that. Let me know if you're enjoying these little magazine videos. I get these magazines every now and then because I like to add different minifigs to my collection, and because I saw the Joker and I don't have the Joker, I thought, let's grab them up. These are really cool ways to get some minifigs for a decent price, because there's certain minifigs out there that can cost hundreds and, you know, £50, £60, you know, hundreds of pounds. It's like, yeah. But anyway, hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you make sure that like button and subscribe if you are new. We are not so far away from 600 subscribers, so if we were to be able to get to that before the end of the year, that'd be pretty awesome. But yeah, thank you for watching. I'll speak to you guys in my next video. Thank you and goodbye.